What's up? What's up, YouTube? Hey, everybody. It's me, Pathina the Blue Scottish. You're the singing goddess. And I'm back with some more encouraging words, some enlightening words that's going to help guide you on your spiritual path. And y'all, I know I've been MIA for 6 days, but with good reason. As a light worker, and if any other light workers is watching this, you can uh, you can second this motion. Hey, as a light worker, the work is never done, and it never will be done. Y'all, sometimes I have to go in, and I had to go in last week on the 10th for the full moon. Yes, hey, the goddess had to go in because spirit was just nudging on me to do certain things. And on this path, is no saying no. You just have to do the work. And let me just say, it's very rewarding when you get a download about aspects of your life that's going to help you and help others. You take every opportunity, and every day, we have an opportunity to learn something and have a new experience that will help us keep elevating into higher consciousness. That's what this channel is all about, y'all. We want to move and shake into higher realms of existence, consciousness, evolution. That's the name of the game, y'all. The master year, the master 4 year. Yes, that's what it's all about. And so in saying all of that, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, y'all subscribe to this channel today. I would appreciate that, and hit that thumbs up button so you'll be notified every time I come on and do a new video. So today we're going to talk about never leave the wounded soldier behind. Hey, that's what Spirit gave me. Now, what is the wounded soldier? We hear this term in the armed forces. They never leave a wounded soldier behind. The mission is not complete until you go and rescue those left on the ground, if you can. Now, they may not be able to always go back to rescue the ones behind because there still could be raining fire down. But in this case, in the spiritual sense, yo, you got to go get your wounded soldier. Your wounded soldier is that shadow you, that inner child you, that early adult you, that teenager you, whatever your age at the time that you were wounded so severely that you went in and you decide not to talk about it, or those around you at the time told you keep your mouth closed, don't talk about it. You felt a certain amount of shame. You thought it was your fault. And this don't necessarily have to be a sexual assault. But I know it started to sound like that. But no, it could be anything that left you feeling empty, afraid, alone, unworthy. It could be any experience that had you feeling like you didn't exist. That's why oftentimes I say to parents, I'm a parent, and I have an open door policy with my 2 sons. And I made it that way because I didn't have an open door policy with my parents. Although they were good parents, took good care of us, provided. My mother was a stay-at-home mother, so hey, you can always knew when we got out of school, y'all, she was gonna be in the kitchen, and it was gonna be some goodies when we got off that bus. But we also I grew up in an era where parents didn't do a whole lot of communicating about real life stuff. A lot of things we were kept in the dark about ourselves, our bodies. That's young women and young men. There was no talk about sex. It was just church in my family, y'all. A very religious family. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with that. But those parts of you that were denied, being seen, being heard. Maybe you want to do something. Maybe you had a dream. And those around you said, you know what? Go sit down in the corner. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. And it made you feel some kind of way to the point you buried it. Because those around you made it clear that you could not have that dream. You're going to go to school, get a college degree, get a job, and work 30, 40 years until you retire like everybody else and keep your mouth closed. If any of you have experienced that, and you have really tried to move forward in your life, and you can't seem to find that peace, that happiness, but every now and then your mind drifts back to that point in time. Y'all, it's your shadow self. If anything happened to you in a sexual way that was not of your will, you didn't consent to it, taken advantage of, innocence stolen, those type of things, you have to go back and grab that piece of us. That's a shadow. And the shadow will not allow you to move forward in your life. You will not be able to move forward in manifesting your life, not to the degree that you want to see it. Yeah, we'll make some strides, but I'm talking about reaching those pentacles. I'm talking about reaching the point in your life where you experience bliss of happiness, peace, joy, fulfillment. I'm talking about that life of abundance that you are still dreaming about. Well, until you go back and rescue your wounded soldier, your shadow self, that shadow will not allow you to move forward because your shadow is always going to be tapping on your shoulder. Hey, I want a life of abundance too. I want to feel some joy and some fulfillment. I want to be happy. You're trying to move on without me. Well, I'm not going to let you do it. Come and get me first. That's all that's going on. You're trying to move forward, but you don't want to go back and acknowledge the things that happen with people, places, and things in your life. Maybe you overindulge just a little bit too in those party years. And I'm here to tell you, y'all, the goddess got the party in. Oh, yes. In my 20s and 30s, oh, the goddess got her party on. Did a lot of things that I'm not proud of. Nevertheless, they're my things. It's me. And I had to go back and acknowledge those things that I wasn't so proud of, didn't want nobody else to know about. I had to go back and apologize to her and say, I'm sorry for ever leaving you behind, thinking that I could move forward without you. You are a part of me. You are another fragment piece of me. And y'all, believe it or not, that's why a lot of us incarnate back into this realm. That's why when we live 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years, and everybody said, okay, they had a long life. Now they're going on to be with God. But I'm here to tell you, that ain't the way it goes. Because you can't show up. I'll say it again. You cannot show up without all of you. You can't leave that wounded soldier behind. The divine is going to say, I don't see the little 7-year-old that got molested. Where's she at? You didn't bring her with you? Well, hell, she needs more healing than you do. Where's the little 12-year-old whose dream got stomped on? Whose dreams were told to put your dreams in the closet and bury it? Where he at? That's what the divine gonna ask you. Where is all of you? And I'm here to encourage your heart, not to be ashamed, not to be disencouraged by those around you that still may be telling you, you know what, that happened so long ago. You ain't got to bring it up. No, you bring it up in any way you see fit to bring it up, because that's you. You can't leave the wounded you behind. That's a part of your team. I don't care what anybody say. That's what the divine gave me, so I'm passing it on to you. That's what the divine say, and I don't argue with the divine. I don't argue with my ancestors and my angelic guides, y'all, because they hadn't led me astray this so far. They've been leading me right, because I take my time and I go in, and I don't put a time stamp on how long I meditate. I don't put a time stamp on how long I pray. I don't get in a hurry with the divine. So I'm telling you a message from the divine. Your life of abundance, happiness, fulfillment, joy, peace is just through that door. It's just that close. You just got to go back and get the other luggage. You got to go get your wounded soldier, because your wounded soldier need to be in the presence of the divine more so than the light you. We're all down here on a mission. I'm no exception. We all have similar stories, because no one comes to the earth realm without feeling some pain at some time. No one will escape it. We all go through our share of pain and suffering and misery. And misery loves company. Misery does not want you to come back and reclaim that fragment piece of you that may be ugly, that may be ashamed, that may be disillusioned. No, misery don't want you to do that. Misery want you to keep it buried under the rug, or swept under the rug, as we say, so you won't experience life fulfilled. And I'm telling you, that's part of your team. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to keep buried. Go to your shadow self and apologize for leaving him behind. Let your shadow know how much you love them, and you understand why they have been sabotaging your growth. You understand why every time you take a step ahead, they pull you 2 steps back, because it's hanging over your head. The embarrassment, the shame of whatever it is. Go get it and embrace it. Let your shadow self know you will never leave him behind again. It's your power. That's why we see the yin and the yang symbol, the black and the white, the light you and the dark you. The two need each other. The light worker you can't move forward and do the work. You got to bring the shadow along with you. Because if you don't, somebody going to show up years down the road and say, hey, did you forget about her? And although you don't have to disclose, you do not disclose all your personal information to the world. But at least if someone comes 5-10 years down the road and say, hey, you remember when you did this? You remember when that happened to you? You can stand up boldly and say, yes, I've been wearing it every day since. I own it. It belongs to me. What are you doing with it? It's my testimony. It's my shadow. And you don't have a right to it. It's mine. She's a part of my team. That's how you'll be able to deal with it. And when you can deal with it in that fashion, hey, those little mean, hateful energies, they'll disappear so fast, because they don't have anything they can hold over your head. So, y'all, I hope this helps somebody figure out why you might not be able to move forward in your life, and you've been trying so hard and nothing seems to be happening. You can't seem to build that momentum, that zest for life. This could be one of the reasons why. I don't know this. But Spirit said, give this as an explanation as to why somebody may not be able to move forward in the way, the desire in the heart. The heart has a desire to move forward, but can't seem to break free. Spirit said this might be the reason why. You have to acknowledge all of you and embrace all of you, not apologizing for it. Just a simple acknowledgement. I see you. I hear you. And I'm so sorry that I thought I could go over here and have this life of abundance, this life of peace and joy and happiness, and leave you in the dungeon. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. That's all you have to do. Make peace with it. And don't allow nobody to use it against you. So, hey, to all my light workers, all my people on the spiritual path, you know what you're doing. You got this, baby. You heard it from the goddess, okay? Until next time, y'all hit that thumbs up button. If you like what the goddess is kicking, hey, hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment. I want to know what's going on with you. That way, I know what to meditate on sometimes, hey, and I can help you even more. But y'all, I got some good things coming up that's in the works, and I can't wait. I can't talk about it now, but hey, it's something really good, y'all. And I'll see y'all the next time the gospel come again and give you some encouraging and enlightening words that's going to help you grow and expand your consciousness and live your life to the fullest. Yes, that's what it's all about. 2020, y'all, let's get it. Bye-bye.